no guidance. I will triumph.
Not the fastest killer in the world, I'll give you that. Not doing tons of damage. But does it matter? No.
Purpose
No, it
guides
does
me.
not. Because they can't win,
Ruin
and that's all that counts. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Change to the hammer.
One step closer.
Oh, this could be it.
Ravage and conquer.
This could be
Purpose
all they wrote.
guides me. A
Beautiful.
blood-soaked tribute.
That was fantastic, actually. I love it. Lost my entire team pretty much in the first 2 rounds and still managed to beat them all. So, Clementina, your leadership, thanks to your breakthrough, we were able to clear out the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's augers from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets of the Hive. Squads have been sent deeper into the city, several units have been assigned. My apologies. Of course, you will learn all of this from the reports. Your appearance on Dargonus is a boon from the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all Dargonus and the House Viserion, I thank you for delivering us from our foes. Oh, look at that. After such a debacle in our defenses, Clementina, you and the other mediocrities who supposedly look after my capital world can expect a thorough purge in the near future. Yikes. I'm not hearing enough awe and civility in your voice, Clementina. Is this how you show your gratitude to your savior? Try one more time. You could be an absolute douchebag. It's great. I love it. Stop wasting time talking and attend to your duties. I like that. I can expect a thorough purge in the near future. Yikes. I kind of want to do this one or this one, because they're a lot more fun, but I'm just going to say I was just doing my duty, nothing more. And by your will, you have preserved countless lives, your ladyship. Dargonus owes you a debt that can never be repaid. I never thought words of praise could make my soul feel as if it were being suffocated. All this bowing and scraping seems wildly over the top. We will continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble, the corpses, and any other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemy attacks if they are launched. According to the latest report, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. If other matters require attention, I won't detain you any longer. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonus is returned to its former glory. Mistress Tolliman has sent a message requesting an audience. She has a critical report to deliver, and she will be waiting for you on the ship's bridge. Hey, team. What's happening?
Intriguing.
So nice of you to join, team. You know, how did it go? How was your little sleep? You know, while you were all lounging around on the floor, I did all the heavy lifting. So,
Let's seize the opportunity.
Feel like you should be praising me a little bit more than you are, but here we are. So those are some goods. Oh, here we go. Okay.
The world will bow.
Some more goods here, some more. Where are you looking? Oh, this. No. Saying these sliths aren't. Ah, here we go. What are these? Unsupported item. What?
Embrace true power.
Okay. Is that bugged? What's that all about? No idea. Yeah, onwards and upwards. Let's get Mr. Pointy over here. Thanks for the loot, buddy. Appreciate it.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Did you fix my stairs? No, you didn't fix my stairs.
Ruinous favor prevails.
Okay. Well, that's fine. It's weird. It showed me the window then for cargo, or for goods, and then just immediately loaded out. Wonder why it said it was bugged. That's strange. See, you should just be able to jump straight back to the void ship from here. I shouldn't have to run all the way down here just to return to the void ship, you know? Fortunately, the team does move pretty quickly through here, so at least I'm not waiting forever.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Yes, let's seize it. I love that chair. That throne is so good. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It is with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention and the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn it into a protracted war. Dargona suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite the insidious blow dealt by the Xenos. I have been given Scalander's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed from Cerunus Malefictum. Considering the scale of the Dargonus raid, it is safe to assume the Drakari used up all the forces at their disposal, and now may require some time to replenish the losses. Without Achilles, we are blind to the scheming of those enemies of humanity, but our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report. The Voxmaster says, looking at you deferentially. Your wise Lex Mechanics have analysed the state of the Protectorate. They believe that thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. The domain of the von Valancius dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin. Well, that's good to know. What's more, bringing Footfall to heel has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. I don't know why I put so much of a sh on that one. In honor of such resounding triumph, Dargonus, as the capital of your dynasty's domain, is currently making preparations for the Magnae Accessio, a grand ceremony of your public induction as the heir of the Honourable Theodora von Valancius. Governor Drivestem has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion. Good man, Mr. Drivestem. I have only just returned from Dargonus. What kind of celebrations can they hope to hold amid the ruins? Do not underestimate Governor Drivestem's desire to find favour with your ladyship. This very moment, thousands of your subjects are clearing rubble, washing away bloodstains and sweeping the streets, and transporting corpses to lower sectors. The wardens have been tasked with clearing the ceremony venue of the injured and those who were burned out of their houses. They will be forcibly moved to the industrial levels. Rest assured, by the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be, if not healed, then well hidden under elaborate set dressing. Okay, what is this ceremony? I swear an oath, then I shake a hand, then I shake a lot of sweaty hands. That sounds gross. The grillet of the Vox built into Vigdis's face lets out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. That much is certain, but that's not all there is to it. There will be also a reception. There will also be a reception, okay, as well as other noble guests and distinguished rogue trader Caligus Winterscale and Incendia Chorda will be there in attendance. It will be a great honor for Dargonus to host 3 illustrious dynasties at once. Let me guess, I get attacked when I'm there? Your servants wish to know your opinion on 2 matters related to the ceremony arrangements. The first of which is what festive activities are to take place in the capital on the glorious day. Heretical. Now, what does the rabble like to see? Give out enough Amasak for everyone and hold fights between tougher serfs. Nice, okay. Oh, dogmatic. Execute every known embezzler, scoundrel, and conman. Okay. I will begin my reign by purging my realm of vermin. The heretical one sounds kind of tame in compared to the dogmatic one. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, let's do the heretical one. The ability to see keenly into the hearts of one's people is a great virtue for a ruler to possess, Lord Captain. The second matter on your servant's mind is, which of the two of your closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during this ceremony? Heinrichs? No thanks. Let's go with Jai. The more enterprising of your subjects will take a note that you value a person's ability over their lineage. And who will be your second companion? Oh, I get two. Okay. Oh, let's choose Adira. Even though your privileges allow you to keep an unsanctioned psyker in your retinue, not every rogue trader would have one at their side on such a day. The freethinkers and the scorners of rules will be impressed by your courage. Okay. I will see to it that your instructions are delivered to Dargonus. The Master of Ceremonies at the palace will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name. So far, every meeting with a higher up, every ceremony that I've been to, I get attacked and something bad happens. So I'm expecting something bad to happen this time as well. Just because. Pascal's voice, pouring out of his Vox system, crackles like thin ice under pressure. It is unclear whether this is nothing more than static or an expression of emotion, understandable only to the tech priest himself. Schaefer, following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing optimalities within recent operations of the ship's systems and subsequent proposing the appropriate course of action. Deliver your report. Just do so in a way that I can understand. No more than one pearl of tech wisdom per 5 sentences of intelligible human speech. Intelligible. Let's do that one. Request partially approved. Oh, great. Comprehensive processing requires an established definition of the term tech wisdom, adjusting speech patterns based on limited available understanding of the request. Okay? I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed followed by a complementer ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for those recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take action applicable to said nature. Okay. Is my presence necessary? Response affirmative. Oh. For the complementer ritual to take place, activation via the blood of the dynasty is required. All of the ship's high protocols are activated with the key of blood. Okay, what kind of action? He pauses before responding. Applicable to the entity that appears before us. If it is a machine spirit of great might, we must appease it and humbly ask about the reasons behind the portents it has shown us. If is the abomination. If it is the abomination. Maybe I'm reading that wrong, but it says if is the abomination of tech heresy. I think they just missed a word out there. The complementer ritual will help us purge the ship of its unhallowed presence. Very well, let us proceed. You have my gratitude, Schaefer. I will notify my tech commerce to begin their preparations for the complementer ritual at once. Okay. Despite the resounding hum of the tech priest's words of prayer, the bridge feels unusually quiet. All sound sinks into vicious silence like pebbles sinking into water. Schaefer, my tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complementer ritual of cleansing. I don't know why that word just seems so weird. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of blood of a von Valancius. If you are ready, place your hand into the cyber gargoyle's receiving module. You mean its mouth, right? Yeah, put your hand inside the cyber gargoyle's mouth. Yeah, exactly. Do it. A familiar cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the servitor's jaws, instead of brutally clamping down on your hand, merely squeeze it slightly. You feel a thin rivulet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs have pierced your skin. Screeches and growls slowly rise from the bowels of the massive cogitator, as if a great beast is stirring awake. The vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly. Key accepted, activating burgigation protocols. Suddenly, the vicious silence of the bridge rushes towards you and warps you into a tight cocoon. The glow of the vid screen dims, but the symbols on them flare to life. Intrusion, lockout, prevention. Pascal, what's going on? The complementar ritual is proceeding as intended. Pascal's voice cuts off abruptly. He brings a hand to his Vox communicator in surprise. Execute, stop, quiet. Hello. Oh, it's Nomos. Hello to you. Nomos are glad to be speaking. Nomos are here. Nomos have long been here. Why are we here? What do you want from us, Nomos? Are you friend or foe? The vidscreens blink in thought, signifying a pause in the conversation. Then one of them displays Nomos von Valancius. We are your blood. Nomos are sentinel. We awoke when the strange light invaded the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomos are movement. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, the measureless. We helped when our ailing heart was refusing to awaken. You asked for rescue. We did as you asked. We did everything to please you. Why? I don't know, but I like it. The silence on the bridge grows especially deep, almost painful. The haze of light around you thickens to the point of becoming practically tangible. Numbers ripple across the vid screens at once. Why do you fear us now? I do not fear you, I am trying to understand you. A shiver runs up your hand, which is still trapped inside the Saga Gargoyle's jaw. The servitor nods its head a few times, as if it is shaking your hand. Its teeth rake your already wounded flesh. Nomos are glad. Nomos enjoy understanding too. Pascal, who is wrestling with his silent Vox system, quickly taps the cogitator's keys and directs your attention to the smallest vid screen. It reads, requesting instructions. Option 1, finish the complementar ritual. Will banish the entity Nomos. Option 2, stop the ritual. Initiate communication instead. Will appease the entity Nomos. No. Nomos do not want to be banished. Nomos want to help. Nomos want to understand. So let's start by clearing certain things up. Were you the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions? What about the strange entities in the ship's logs? Yes, Nomos did that. Are you angry? We only wanted to understand, to see how things worked. What else can you do? Nomos learn. Nomos try new things. Do you want to see? The cyber gargoyle slowly turns its head, dragging your hand along with it. Great. The skull's eyes flash red. The scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monotonously chanting junior technomats. You blink, and an electric discharge erupts from inside the technomat's skull. The crimson-clad figure slumps to the floor. Does it please you? Do you want us to do it again? Pascal starts tapping out furious staccato on the keys. I don't know what that word is. Small vid screen displays words. Schaefer, you are provoking the machine spirit. Cessation required. Ritual maintenance required. Nomos enjoy communication. Schaefer is our blood. Dogmatic. Yeah, do it again. The cyber gargoyle turns his head again. The next moment, another tech priest drops dead. Remaining servants are staring at Pascal, who stands still as a statue. And yet the Engineer Prime pays them no mind. His eyes are fixed upon the cogitator's vid screens. Are you pleased with what we can do, Schaefer? We enjoy doing things with you. Do you know? Okay, alright. Finish the ritual and banish this thing from my ship. No, don't want to do that. I like Nomos. He's our friend. I've heard enough. Pascal, you are to investigate the nature of this entity. Until we know the truth, Nomos is allowed to exist on the ship. Nomos want to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log. Things that might happen to us. Help you. Pascal lets out something resembling a long breath. The decision is made. I will begin my preparations for the communication rite at once. Many cycles of interaction with the entity Nomos await me, but I welcome this task and accept it from the Messiah. Pascal stops short as he realizes that his Vox system is working once more. Nomos are glad. Schaefer, will you speak to us too? With us too? We want you to speak with us too. The Lord Captain's body lacks the sacred implants necessary for tech communicating with a machine spirit's code. But if such is your wish, Schaefer can converse with you using lowly sound speech, as she is doing right now. I will speak with you, Nomos. Nomos are glad. We have been lonely. Aww. Our work here is done, Schaefer. I will let my tech comrades know that we are stopping the complementer ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, Entity Nomos. Hey, we made a new friend. Hello, Nomos, welcome your visit. What about the research notes on the tech blight that we obtained from the cache in Kyavagama? This name is also known to us. It's related to Nomos, although we do not understand how. What have you been doing? We have been studying and observing, and helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms. They would have suffered without our input. I must take my leave. The cyber gargoyle's gaze tracks you as you walk away from the cogitator. I'm glad that we made a friend. That's fun. Contract. Apparently I can complete this. Wait, it costs 12 people? Really? Not sure I'm keen on costing 12 people. Oh, I'll talk to Heinrichs. Do we really want to talk to Heinrichs? I don't think we really care about Heinrichs, do we? No. Not to be nasty or anything. I don't really care about him too much. The Forgotten Twins system is of particular interest to the rogue trader. Yeah, I want to do that. Is there nothing else for, like, my companions, like Yolette, maybe? Yolette's lithe form stands frozen in an unnatural pose amid the blinking lumens, dancing shadows of the bridge. Her hands are clasped together strangely, and her eyes are closed tightly. Her chest is utterly still, as if she is not breathing at all. Yolette, are you okay? Your words are met with a deafening silence, but the flicker of Yolette's eyes beneath her closed lids lets you know that she is still alive, at least. Wait a while. For the first time, Yolette takes a deep breath in through her nose and barely audibly exhales. Her body remains as relaxed as ever, and her eyes are still closed. Your presence does not seem to be in any way distracting for her. Sit down beside her and wait. It seems this is going to take a while. You find a somewhat comfortable spot and get yourself settled. Yolette still does not react to your presence, and as time passes, you begin to sink into your own thoughts. Willpower test succeeded. Nice. The gilded chrono in your hands tells you that 2 watch hours have already elapsed. Your muscles feel stiff. Your head feels heavy on your neck. When you next glance around the small section of the bridge that Yolette has adapted for her own use, you catch someone's sharp, attentive gaze.
You are still here, Elentak?
Yes, I am. Xenos succeeded. You were deep in a special Eldari meditation, weren't you?
Yes.
Oh, it's voice acted.
I am sometimes surprised by the depth of your knowledge of my kind's customs, Elentak. But even if listening is your only skill, that in itself elevates you above billions of other monkey. My meditation is immersion. Immersion into myself, my inner world. It is my chance to speak to myself, but without words, or to heal wounds that cannot be seen with ordinary sight. It is difficult to explain, even in the language of the children of Asurian. There are so many meanings and shades in its sound alone. And the monkey tongue is too sparse and awkward. No. Immersion must be seen to be realized. I should say, Elentark, that during meditation, the mind does not leave the body. Part of it remains vigilant, monitoring what is taking place outside. So I heard every word you said.
Uh-oh.
And I saw everything you did. Restraint is not a trait that your kind is known for. And yet, you did not interrupt my immersion, Elentark. A worthy act. I will remember this.
So you knew I was here the whole time and you did not even bat an eye. Let's try that one.
Immersion requires concentration and unity of mind, body, and spirit. Entering this state unprepared, or coming out of it suddenly, can be harmful.
I guess we have more pressing matters to discuss. Okay, take my leave. So I don't know if they come to me if they have quests to do.
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul to the fruits of my eloquence? Or do you wish to discuss business with the newly appointed owner of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale?
No, I'll see you later.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know what else to, I don't know what else to say to you. When Adira sees you, her lips curve into a smile and she nods at something over your shoulder. Epitaph Incident N872-04 Tech Blight. Do these words mean anything to you? Perhaps your abilities can tell you something.
They mean nothing to me. They're just words. A whisper. So quiet, I barely caught it. Like a feather landing on a pile of down. Something about damned ambitions, antiquity, terrible antiquity. And chance. Chance through it all. Oh, now I have a headache. And the stupid bloody whisper wasn't much help.
Okay.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Apparently I needed to talk to it. Yeah. Apparently I needed to talk to her and I didn't even realize I did. So there's that. So there's this. Talk to the Master of Ceremonies in the throne room. And Dargonus. Yeah, okay. Talk to Heinrichs. Ugh. I mean, we could. Just to get him out of my way, right? Talk to Abelard. We could do that. Oh, the Fox Master of Substance. Okay. And the Helmsman. We can talk to those guys. That's no problem. And then we can talk to Abelard as well. Let's do that. A new ruler. I still don't know how to do this. How do I make a new... I want to establish a new colony. Let me do that. I want to do that. I don't want to go to the Forgotten Twins system. So we talked to Vigdis. Can you recall anything unusual about Theodora's travels? Do the words Epitaph Incident N872-04 or Tech Blight ring a bell? All of Lady Theodora's journeys could be considered unusual. Her odysseys were always audacious. As for the words you mentioned, none of them sound familiar to me as far as I can tell. Except maybe the incident. I recall coming across this word in transmissions several times. I think it was repeated by the former engine seer, the one who perished during Kunrad's rising. He was describing it as the incident, something quite remarkable. Apparently at some point in the past, the entire ship was hit by a massive system failure. All systems stopped responding for 1/5 of a second. Most of the crew, including myself, as I was likely on board at the time, did not notice anything strange, but tech priests are sensitive to such things. That is all I can tell you, Lord Captain. I wish I could help more. Remind me who you are. It's just such a weird thing to say. Where's Raver? Here he is. Hey, yo, Raver. Does the word epitaph mean anything to you, or perhaps incident? N872-04 or Tech Blight? It all has something to do with Theodora's travels, rather extraordinary travels at that. Can't say that I do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering all the places Lady Theodora went is... He furrows his brows. Epitaph. Incident. We've always had heaps of incidents happening on board, but through my implants I feel at one with the ship, and I sense that, and I don't know when it happened exactly, it started behaving differently, becoming more responsive, livelier. Yes, livelier is exactly the word. And then you said epitaph, an incident. It just dawned on me. Pardon my bungled report, Lord Captain, but that's all I've got to say on that front. That was useless, man. Useless. Right, we can talk to Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Lord Captain. Do you know about any incident, an epitaph, and blah blah blah? You've heard it before. Let's go. Just gonna skip that piece.
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that.
Cool.
Lord Captain.
That's cool. That's so useful. Everybody there. Yeah. So now what does that want me to do? Talk to Heinrichs. Perhaps the answer to the mystery of Nomus's origins will present itself in time. Perhaps, is that all about Nomos, that stuff?
The presence of a weapon of chaos on the bridge of a void ship is heresy, and you try to justify it by claiming that your interest is purely pragmatic. It is precisely because of pragmatic interest that people who were once loyal servants of the throne become criminals. Your privileges are but a thin veil drawn over the sacrilege you have committed.
I knew talking to this guy would have been a bore. Would have been a riot. Are you satisfied with the results of your mission?
Of course. The Fabricator Sensor's machine was stopped. Not another soul will be sent into the mouth of the archenemy.
Well,
in time, we will succeed in uncovering and stopping other schemes of the cult.
I mean, maybe nobody told him I kept the machines going.
We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased.
Touching the cogitator did something to you. I want to know what.
No servant of the God Emperor has closer dealings with corruption than the agents of the Golden Throne. In its quest to guard the Imperium against its foes' most devious and secret schemes, the Inquisition seeks to understand the essence of evil. It is not enough for us to burn or cut down a rotten seedling. We must study it, understand it, touch it. Every time any of us do our duty, we are risking our very souls. But when it comes to psykers, the soul of a psyker is especially enticing to the archenemy.
But then, because he's been touched by heresy, does that not make him a heretic in the Emperor's eyes? I thought that's how it works.
The cogitator was stopped, yes. I touched an infernal machine that was created to serve chaos. I used it. I delved into the principles of its operation. That was enough. Corruption needs only the briefest brush of contact.
See? So, you said anything could be corrupted, right?
When I touched the cult's cogitator, I drew the thousand-eye gaze of evil upon myself, as any agent does when they interfere in the schemes of those who serve the ruinous powers. And that evil undoubtedly left an invisible mark upon me, as it does on any acolyte who fights against the archenemy. And this will be the case every time I do my duty. I know a good deal about the fates of those who have served the throne before me. Enough to know that my path leads to one place, and one place only.
So now I can be rid of you. What are you going to do next?
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I am certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though, small. This is a victory for the Golden Throne, and I have you to thank for it.
Well, I think that'll be all for now.
Thank you for finding the time for our conversation.
You know, bye. I don't like Heinrichs too much. I mean, maybe I should just ask him to leave. But get out of my face. Alright, let's go to the map. I kind of want to go to, what's it called? Is it Twin Sisters? Twin something? Because I don't think I have to do the next part of the story, which kind of feels like the end of the chapter, which is kind of nice. Move on to the next chapter is going to be fun. Emperor's Palm, Frozen Prince. Really? The Forgotten Twins again? Kiava Gamma, Lord Captain. A strange anomaly has been detected on Kiava Gamma. A series of orders, defined as Procedure 0C, forced itself into the production algorithms. The servant of the Omnissiah define its execution status as most sacred and therefore follow its instructions impeccably. In just one cycle, cameras were erected in all the manufactorums, connected by computing channels of the cogitators. They make a pattern similar to those applied to the digital cells of the machine spirits. The 0C procedure commands Magi and with an above-average psi receptivity index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who took their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream, where they listen to the binaric hymns, very similar to those that periodically whirred from the warp vox of Cubis Delphin. The performance of the manufactorums has dropped. Oh. Many of the machine god's servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling Procedure 0C, but the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. Run Procedure 0C. Again, I lose an efficiency. Oh, my security is really low at 2. Damn. I lose an efficiency, which isn't going to be that big of a deal, and gain Armor of Refraction. Heavy armor, which is worse than what I have, unfortunately. It's not super appealing. Research this procedure. You have to know what we're dealing with. I get the secrets of the ancient cybersmiths. All allies gain plus logic divided by 15% more energy and machine damage. Okay. I lose a complacency, but I gain Abolisher of 0C. All allies deal 10% more damage to part machine, and Necron creatures. So there are Necrons in the game. Okay. Even the Omnissiah's metal spirits do not dare to force their will upon the rogue trader. So this is the only one I don't lose anything on. But deal more damage, logic divided by 15 more energy and machine damage. I mean, what do we know about this procedure? Could it be part of Delphim's legacy? We cannot trace the source of the signal that activated it or figure out what it means. The tech priests oppose the idea of researching the procedure, as it violates the sacrament. Supposedly the minds of the mages immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. The servants of the Omnissiah have tested the cogitational network 7 times with purifying algorithms of varying degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. Your most trusted servants, those toiling in the secret workrooms on the planet, also found the code of the procedure free of corruption, and were highly keen to learn more about it. Take all the mages out of their cells and destroy them immediately. Okay. I mean, research seems like the best one, considering it's the only one I don't lose anything on. Yeah, let's research it. Your will be done. Your servants have started their interrogation, seeking to determine the nature and purpose of the mysterious procedure. They have encountered ancient creations of data smithing, impossible in current times, and have been filled with a great awe. They could not fathom the wisdom of the digital archaeotech. I wonder if stuff like this makes a difference later on in the game. Like, if me researching it rather than abolishing it makes a difference later on. I don't know. Be kind of cool if it did. This doesn't... Like, this is all good, right? I gain a profit factor, I gain 10 extractors, which is great, and I get a new contract. Doesn't block anything. Yeah, do that one. Beautiful. Boss 6 is still researching. Dargonus. There's nothing going on right now. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the next level. Oh yeah, Janus. I have to do that stupid mission against those... goddamn enemies of humanity. Oh, here we go. Science. The Science of Virtue. Durasans. 3,500 rep. Blocks Rose of Samarkand. What's this one? This one here. I get Pollen of the Unreal, which is toxic damage grenades. Okay. Profit factor and 5 chemicals. I get 2 complacency. I lose an efficiency though. What efficiency are we at? 6. Free thinkers -1. Oh, we got too many free thinkers running around here. But I gain 2 complacency. Okay. I want this anyway because I want that extra rep. I get this. The wearer's psi rating is increased by +1 against demons. And for each rank of dogmatic. That's kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that one. Great. So I might try the Janus thing. I need to go to the Forgotten Twins, right? Is it Forgotten Twins? Oh yeah, I have this now too. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. 84 to 98 damage. Boom. Beautiful. There's a plasma battery. Oh, it does just straight up more damage than the Riser pattern one. Let's put that in there. Still got my Howler cannon on the other one. And some nice weapons here. On the old ship. No. Yeah, here. Call to the edge. Again, I don't know whether I need to put this. That's done. The Forgotten Twin system. So I need to go back down to here, which is super unfortunate because I already came all the way down here. Although I do need to come to Janus again, so I do want to go back there. I want to get these 2. And I would like to get this as well. Before I do... The Lord Captain retreats to her study to reflect on recent events, but her train of thought is interrupted by the muffled creak of the door and the sound of soft footsteps. Uh-oh. Is this Jai? Is she recording again? This girl, seriously. Oh no, it's Yolette. Elentak, I have finally found you in this dwelling. Yolette comes closer and smoothly makes an unfamiliar gesture with her hands. This symbol has many meanings. Humility, grief, loss, shame, regret. I hope you will accept them all, because I am sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your palace, and for what my kin did to them. Thank you, truly, thank you. Yolette shudders so slightly that you almost miss it. She opens her mouth and then turns away, searching for the right words. My words will not heal the wounds, nor bring back the fallen, and they will not restore your protectorate. However, Yolette falls silent, and her deep, piercing gaze seems to reach down into the very depths of your soul. Look back at her silently. Look, Elentak, the gaze of a child of Assyrian can penetrate deeper than a monkey's, and I can see all the heaviness that has accumulated in your soul during our travels. I see it. In your gestures, in the tilt of your head, in the change of your scent. Oh, my scent. Uh-oh. If you will allow me, this is the first time you have heard Yolette sound so indecisive and guilty. I will help you cast off this burden and cleanse your soul and mind of worry. Oh, where's that? What are you trying to suggest there, Yolette? How are you going to help me? How are you going to help me relax? Yeah. How exactly are you going to help me? The burden of my responsibilities has indeed weighed heavily upon me of late. Yolette nods in understanding. Together we can try and ease that burden. How exactly are you going to help me? It is difficult to describe, Elentak, but your soul shines bright, and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I am still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it is worth a try. If nothing comes out of it, then the only thing you lose is a small fraction of your time. And I will be your guide on this journey. I will help you to enter the meditative state, to get to know yourself. Of course, that is if you let me. Immersing yourself in your soul is a deeply intimate process, but you will not only be able to do it without me. But you will not be able to do it without me. Sorry about that. Yolette thoughtfully brushes a strand of red hair away from her face, and I promise you, Elentak, that I will not judge you. You, your world, or anything that takes place inside. We will see only what you want to see. Awareness succeeded. Embers of genuine curiosity glimmer in her emerald gaze. To know a human soul is a unique opportunity for an Eldari, and Yolette's uncharacteristic caution and uncertainty imply that she is also discomforted by her own keen interest. Oh. Are you a little curious to see what is inside? Oh, and you are a little curious to see what is inside my head, aren't you? Yolette, looking offended, crosses her fingers in a new gesture. Meditation is not a tool for achieving lowly goals. It is a healing spring for the soul. Okay. Very well. Yolette, show me my inner world. She nods slowly. She is clearly surprised by your compliance. Then we need to find a suitable place, somewhere quiet and serene. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I figured it was the bed. Let go of everything, Elentak. Doubts, fears, emotions. Oh. Good. Now try to look inside your soul. Look at it shining timidly and dive in. Inner world. Here we go. We're jumping into the Matrix. Am I going to end up fighting something in here? We did it, Elentak. So far your world resembles the real one, but soon you will learn to go deeper. Remember that everyone here is just a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Oh my god, that goes too quickly. Your thoughts, feelings, and desires, do not be afraid to look them in the eye.
Speak, Elantak.
I wanted to talk to you, but you won't let me.
Intriguing.
Okay. Who's on my... Is it me on my own bed? Fresh blood soaks into the priceless silk coverlets, forming an ugly stain under the corpse. Your corpse. Oh, great. All sentient beings are afraid of death. You have to accept the fear first before you can get rid of it. Accept. Begone. Oh, it's Cassia.
Embrace true power.
Everything you now have was served to you on a silver platter, but do you deserve it? That's a good question. Not one I'm sure I have the answer to.
I tread a path unexplored.
Am I here to kill you, to betray you, to serve you? Am I friend or foe? What do you think? Heinrich seems like somebody you could corrupt. I don't know if corrupting people in this game is possible. I really hope it is, but I don't know. I don't think it is, honestly. But it would be really nice if it was. And it'd be funny to corrupt the Inquisitor himself, right? Or the guy that works for the Inquisition, I guess. Who's this? Vigdis. No, sorry, it's Vigdis. Oh, Rava and Danrock. Janris, okay. We got rid of one rogue trader, and we'll get rid of her too. Everyone from the lower decks to the senior officers hate her. I hear her Vox transmissions. I hear their Vox transmissions. Mutiny is brewing. As long as I can still use her thrones, I don't care. Once betrayed, it is hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Standing at the helm, peering into the darkness of the cosmos, you feel as lonely among the stars as I do among my own kin. I dispelled my loneliness.
The world will bow.
Of course, I am with you only because of your throne and your sheer power, Shireen. You didn't hope my feelings were genuine, did you? The fear of being used, we all have it. But the more we have to give, the stronger it grows.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
The burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, Elentak, and your soul grows dull from weariness. Break the chains of exhaustion. Dispel. I like how the last thing to disappear is my what you call it? My cape. Here's Kunrad. Look at this guy. Have you already forgotten me, Schaefer? Oh, don't ever forget me. Not even for a moment. Because as soon as you turn away, I will plunge the shard of my sword into your throat. Oh, that's so nice. I don't know who this monkey is, but your memories of them are akin to slimy mud after the rain. Let's wash it away like spring water, shall we?
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Oh, here we go. Look at this guy. You just got lucky, monkey. But luck is the only thing you have. You are weak, so prepare to suffer. Only the mad and foolish never doubt their strength. The wise are full of doubt, but they know how to let them go. But they know how to let go of them. Oh, my word. Read the text, man. Accept and let go. Bye.
I tread a path unexplored.
Putting on airs, Lord Captain, you are as distant from the common folk as rusty old footfall is from terror. Alright. Theodora, look at this. Let's go see Argenta first. In truth, you believe in nothing at all, Schaefer. Not the God Emperor, the Arch Enemy, or even people. You barely believe in yourself. I pity you. I don't need your pity, Argenta.
Embrace true
I need your gun. Lord Captain, your decision will doom us all. Lowly pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. But what of you? You are putting the lives of thousands of crew members and billions of Protectorate subjects in danger.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Sounds fun. Unit Schaefer von Valancius' crimes against the sacred laws of the Messiah have been logged. Retribution is imminent. So far I'm doing well, is what I'm hearing. Right?
Powers unseen.
I'm doing a good job
my path.
so far, which is nice. Hey Theodora. I am proud of you, Schaefer. You've become a worthy successor, perhaps even the best Lord Captain. That's better. That's better. Some real encouragement. Some words you need to hear at least once to believe them. Trophy changes notifications. Lost a lot of stuff just now for whatever reason.
The world will bow.
The world will bow. What is going on here? Oh. Elentak, you pine for the eternal power granted by corruption. Uh-oh. I promise not to judge you, but it is my duty to warn you. The darkness has already taken root inside your soul, and it cannot be undone. But you can still accept it and seal it deep inside. Fight, and do not ever give in to it again. Now, do we have to accept ourselves, or can we reject ourselves?
Beneath my feet.
I don't think so. I think that's the only thing I can do, right?
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. I guess the only thing I can do here is accept. Doesn't look like there's any other choices. Am I walking through the wall here?
Embrace true power.
I think I am. Yeah, I'm literally just walking through that wall. That's kind of funny. I have to accept myself. I don't know if I want to. Okay. Listen closely. What is this, monkey? The voice of the incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound only in your own head. Yolette's face tenses in surprise, her features becoming even sharper as she stares at you in confusion at the ghostly figures. She says nothing, stealing glances at you, then at the figures again, as if waiting for something. Why are you so surprised these particular echoes of my... Why are you so surprised these particular echoes of my world? Yolette averts her uncertain gaze. I did not think there would be a place for me inside a human soul, and the memory of itself clean, not distorted. This is something I must reflect upon and ponder in solitude. When you strive to know someone, they inevitably become part of you. She gives you a strange look. Your words trouble me with their sincerity. Sincerity, Owlcat. Your mind is much cleaner and loftier than I imagined. To become a part of someone. For a second, Yolette lapses into thought. Look closely at the ghostly figures. A strange feeling envelops your body. You feel of yourself become lighter than air, and inside your mind, your thoughts are racing at an incredible speed. You are not yet aware that you are looking through the eyes of your ghostly echo and are observing from afar, all at the same time. The inner world changes under the force of your will, and you can now control your own echo. You can now do something that you would not dare to do in the real world. Make your echo kiss Yolette's echo. I would. This is going to end badly, right? But I want to do it anyway. Let's do that. When your soul's echo touches the ghostly skin of the Eldari, the real Yolette recoils in horror. So these are the dormant desires lurking in the depths of your soul, monkey. I promise not to judge you, but this is not something I can tolerate enough. Oh. See, we crossed the line. Crossed the line. Head is spinning from the sudden awakening, and you feel nausea creeping up through your throat. But all of that is overshadowed by the angry emerald eyes staring at you, monkey. Yolette's words are akin to the lashes of an enraged whip. After all the warning and conversations we had, you decide to show your lowly nature. And at the exact moment when I was helping to ease the burden of your soul. Sometimes I wonder, can we ever come to truly understand each other? But your actions in the depths of your soul have shown how different we are. Enough, Owlcat, do not try to reach inside my soul ever again. Its doors are tightly closed to you from now on. Oh, well. I feel like that could have gone better. You know, I feel like that could have... This is for science. Okay? It's for science. I'm curious to see. I bet you any money all of those options except like the resist the urges one. I bet all of them are bad.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Do that. Do that. Okay. Make your echo touch Yolette's echo's hand. She flinches in fear and involuntarily pulls her own hand back. Please, Owlcat, this may be your world, but I do not do that again. It's time to return. Your soul is not yet strong enough to endure the prolonged immersion. Take a deep breath. Okay, so then we're going to go back again. So she was... That one was better. That one was better. He's not ready for our souls to kiss yet. Maybe that's what the problem is. It's a big step. I get it. Alright, we do this, we do this, we do this. Embrace. And we're gonna give her an embrace. So these are the dormant desires lurking in the depths of your soul. Okay. So she doesn't like that one either. So holding hands, is tolerable-ish. Kissing is out, and hugging is out. She's not a hugger. I get it. It's okay. We're not all huggers. So that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.